Hello, everyone, and welcome to our podcast between me, President Truman, and our good friend, Prime Minister, the Greece, Con- Constratios Taslinos. Today, our topic of discussion is how I help my good friend here to stop the spread of a horrible political state of the communism in a great country, Greece.
Thank you for having me today, Mr. Truman. Let's get started, shall we?
Very well, then. I can recall just about a few years ago in 1947, there was a bit dispute and or instability in our country of yours.
Yeah, can recall. What I'm trying to remember, at least, I believe there was a divide between many of our citizens in terms of, political views. There were groups out there, that I would see on a daily basis that would just be in full support of communism, and many groups that were pretty much anti-communism and didn't want anything to do with that political status. Anyways, in general, there was a great threat that the whole country could fall under Soviet influence and into this horrible state of power. So there was a great concern throughout the country for me and many of these citizens who feared this political state.
There were That's where we stepped in with our economic aid.
Yes, yes.
Congress agreed with me to aid you with 400 million salary in order to help with the fight against communism. We had, and I quote, to support free peoples who are resisting subjunction by armed minorities or outside pressures. Later on in this act of aid developed into the Truman Doctrine, which helped many countries like Greece fight and not fall to communism.
This is correct. I mean, we can't thank you enough, President Truman, especially, here in Greece, but I think there's obviously a great praise that needs to go towards you in the U.S. throughout Europe uh, due to, many countries having the same problems as us. And, the threat and the fear of many of these other countries falling into, let's say, a domino effect due to the Soviet pressure, especially countries like Greece and other countries that border the Mediterranean. Mediterranean obviously being a huge resource for these countries, and it would be quite a shame if it fell into communism. So we cannot thank you enough. Praise for the Truman Doctrine. Praise for sending us aid, and yeah, it was a great success I think for us and throughout Europe.
No need to thank me, Mr. Terrandus. It was a necessary action to send aid to your country and to adapt the Truman Doctrine. Without it, who knows how many countries may have fallen into the evil ways of communism. Overall, I'd say it brought great success in terms of the fight to contain this political and economic power.
All right, again, couldn't we wouldn't want to have it any other way, Mr. Truman. Yeah, thank you for your time here today. Thank you for this short yet powerful meeting. It was great seeing you again. And on behalf of Greece and I believe many other countries throughout Europe, we thank you. We thank you, the Truman Doctrine and the efforts to maintain communism and to stop the spread of it. So we give great thanks to you, and I'm happy that this we could stay allies and have a great, strong duoship, a great partnership to this day. Thank you.
Thank you.